If multiple people select a hero and the timer reaches 0, how does it decide which heroes are selected? I don't really... I think it's just random. I don't think there's a consistent pattern that I've noticed.
10 seconds to go.
You really hope they'll do it? It's a unique game? I hope so too. I really hope so too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kill him dead! Woo-woo!
The funniest thing is, I'm pretty confident HOTS has a bigger player base than most of these most of the new games that are coming out, new PvP games that are coming out. Like HOTS has a way bigger player base than most of these, because most of these games are not even succeeding. And people are pouring like so many millions and millions of dollars into these games that are not even succeeding. And you just got one game here that's just like, you know, wasn't being updated before. And it has all these players. All of these new games, PvP games that are being made and are failing, they would love to have like half the player base of HOTS. That would be like a big success for them. I'm pretty sure. You have like Battle Aces, just announced yesterday, they're shutting down. This was the Battle Aces was the new RTS being made by David Kim, lead balance that like dev of Starcraft, and Starcraft 2 is like really famous. Game just shut down. That game had to have been in the, I'd say probably, I don't know, probably like in 10 to 50 million range. They had to have invested somewhere between 10 to 50 mil. At least into that game. Getting shut down, you know, it's essentially failed. You got Stormgate. Stormgate, I believe, was in the 40 million range. It's got like 100 concurrent players on a good day. So like way less players. Also an RTS though, to be fair. But that one, 40 million. They would love to have half the player base of like HOTS. That would be like a dream come true for them. There was a game called Seekers of Skyvale that was like a MOBA extraction game that I played not too long ago. I was playing it in queue, like a PvE VP MOBA game. I believe that game was 35 million invested. Shut down in the first week. Failed. Minus 35 million. They would love it. Like I don't know, it was like a few hundred concurrent players. They would love to have half the player base of HOTS. That would be a success beyond their wildest dreams. It's kind of interesting. How things are kind of weird. So many people spending so much money to make these new games that fail. Sometimes before release, sometimes 1 week after release. They can't get any players. Meanwhile, you've got all these players playing this game. And no one's investing anything into this game. Imagine they could invest a bit more. Oh shit, I missed my sniper. I play ARAM in EU. No. If you run into someone with a name that says FanHOTS, most of the time it's a fake. You should probably assume fake unless otherwise. Or any of my account names. Oh, Nova's pretty good against Junkrat. I can eat his traps if he comes.
enough of my temple power. Return to your war here.
You don't know about the number of players, but you can find a aram in 5 seconds at 5 a.m. on the U. Yeah, no one knows the exact number of players, but like it's definitely a lot more than any number I said for any of those other games.
Executing. I'll give it a shot.
Would I be okay with Blizzard reverting HOTS monetization? I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean?
Right on.
What monetization?
Noheal __ just resubbed for 26 months.
Revert what?
Salama Shalimar.
No heal? Welcome back. Thanks for the 26. Korean server? Korean server is like, yeah, Korean server has not that many players. That's one of the least popular servers. I'm talking the HOTS numbers of all servers combined, just all players playing HOTS. EU servers, obviously the healthiest one. I think NA has the second most. Distant second. EU has by far the biggest numbers though, no doubt. Their killer gets 1 kill. Another. Like no more loot boxes, only currency? I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with them trying to monetize more, yeah. My snipe again. Problem is not the loot boxes, problem is the loot boxes are too generous. Yeah, that is the problem, I think. Problem is the loot boxes are too good. If they made the loot boxes less good, I would totally be okay with that. I think that's one of the biggest problems. Not only do you... Like, it's so stupid, because not only are you making less money as a company, and thus you're less incentivized to invest into the game more and make more new stuff if you're making less money. But also, you're making less money because of something called loot boxes, so everyone thinks it's bad. Like, everyone thinks it's like, oh, yeah, they're doing loot boxes just like every other company. Scammy loot boxes. The thing is, the thing is, your loot boxes are not even scammy. Like, you did the odds wrong. I've talked about this a million times on stream already, but like, people that don't play HOTS and Overwatch, they don't understand that Blizzard did the loot box thing wrong. If they were trying to make more money, I'm sure they were trying to make more money with loot boxes. Right? They heard like, oh, these phone gacha games are making infinite money on loot boxes. And then Bobby's like, oh, well, we should probably do that too, right? We like money. Bobby likes money. that they did the odds wrong, man. Like, they made it so, like, you get legendary. Like, the odds for legendaries, I feel like, is too high. And you can just get everything in the game through the loot boxes. So what ended up happening was no one's bought anything anymore once loot boxes were implemented. Because, like, they're trying to implement shitty loot boxes to scam you, but somehow they implemented overly generous loot boxes and they just give you everything for free. And now they don't make
Can we
money
get an
anymore.
Imperious game?
I don't even understand how that happens. What the hell? Like, what the? How do you even do that? I don't get it. Must have been a really nice guy working on the loot boxes. Imperious? Yeah, sure, we can get Imperious.
Magic flows through the temples. Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
You showed that sport the true meaning of devastation. Hooah!
You don't open the loot boxes too many clicks. I don't open them anymore either. You bought the Trawler build mount. That's good. That's what we want. We want people to buy more money-only mounts. That's what they were doing before loot boxes. And it makes Blizzard more money.
Loud and clear.
Which is a good thing if you want them to update HOTS. They need to make more money.
Something's
On the offensive.
The loot boxes in HOTS are great for the players. Yes, it was very generous to the players, but I think it was great for the players in a short-term sense. Because short-term, you got what you want, or you got a lot more stuff, just in general, and you don't have to pay money, right? So that is good for the player. But in the long term, the company doesn't make money, so the game won't be updated. So it's bad for the player long term.
Asok Peleg just resubbed for 62 months. Thank you, fan.
Advancing on.
That's the first thing they should do. I actually think Blizzard still doesn't understand this. The freaking first thing they should do is change loot boxes if they're trying to make money again, but they ain't. They're not changing it. They did this in Overwatch. Whoever's in charge of Overwatch understood this. Wasn't there... I don't follow Overwatch, but didn't they try to take the loot boxes out? Did they follow through with that, or was there like a big backlash and they couldn't do it? Like, I know they tried. I know they tried to take loot boxes out of Overwatch. Is ready to use Divine Storm. Do it then. #1 player killer hero. Too strong.
Choose a talent.
Oh my god, I missed my second snipe. Rip. Maybe they valued maintaining the player base more than loot box monetization. See, that would make sense to me if Bobby Kotick wasn't leading the company at the time. That doesn't make sense to me because that's not Bobby. Bobby is all about making money, okay? So the only thing that makes sense to me under Bobby is he tried to scam you with loot boxes, but he didn't hire the right person for the job.
Your Ford's getting back up, sport. KO!
They did for a long time, but they've just returned. Yeah, but the loot boxes returned because the players were like mad, right? Like they like were rioting. They wanted him back. So whoever was in charge of Overwatch understood that nobody was buying shit because the loot boxes was too generous. So you know, whoever's in charge over there, they understood. That's why they tried removing the loot boxes. But the players got so used to it, you know. I think the players like rioted, so they they couldn't remove it. We will chase you to the ends of the world, Muradin. Ends of the world, you shall not escape. This might take a while, but you will not escape.
Keep the bullet to remember me by.
Keep the bullet to remember me by.
Guess I can add regicide to the list.
One keep closer to sweet,
What's up, Platina?
supple victory.
Oh, Platina sucks. What's this? Does he know I'm here? Nah. I bet fan can't see YouTube chat. Well, I can see you. What do you say? What do you say? Ads in queue and ad startup? Oh, you mean on YouTube? Yo, YouTube ads are so much less than Twitch ads. You should try a day on Twitch, man. Twitch is like way worse. And then, like any subscription, you can get premium and avoid ads. Wait, are you talking about YouTube, Eric? Or are you talking about like a suggestion for HOTS? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. There's no way they can do this, boss. We just gotta kill this Rainer. Where is this Rainer? Oh, the Murlocs are coming! Oh lord, they coming! Oh lord, they coming! Not the Murlocs! Wow, that healed him for so much. I forgot Rainer Q's OP.
I'm getting too old for this.
He's not killable. He's not killable because he's using my build. EEQQ. That's the OP build. That's true. That is pretty unkillable. Oh, you're talking about HOTS. Wait, what about it? Hear me out. You keep it the same and have ads. Oh, you want them to put ads in the game? I don't think that flies. I just like I don't think that's gonna work. I think the way that the gamers, I think the way gamers work these days is like they'll accept the battle pass, they'll accept loot boxes, they'll accept just straight up money payments for heroes and skins. But I do not think they will accept in-game ads. In-game ads is something that gamers are not okay with. That will I think the way the gaming culture is right now, that people will definitely stop playing your game if you put in-game ads. Number 1 player killer hero in D15, that's a lot.
We're going to Nexomania, y'all!